This is going to be my last time in civilization for a bit, so I am taking advantage of it. Okay, I have a few more passes on the food, and then I'm going to try and pound as much water as I can before I start this. Cut down as much as I can. I'm not bringing any of the extra fuel or anything else like that, and I have a few things I haven't bought on. 6 days of food and 1 gallon of water. This is going to be fun for a while. If I wasn't quite so stubborn about not wanting to do like food caches or anything, I guess I could have gotten like a rental car and cut some of these down, but okay, not too bad for the moment, but I am expecting it to get a whole heck of a lot worse. Also, this pack feels bloody heavy. This is probably the heaviest it's been this entire trip, if I had to guess. That is a sweet little van. I really tried to strike a balance here on the food, since I seem to have been consistently overestimating, but we shall see. I mean, first off, I am trying to do 140 miles in 6 days rather than packing 7 days. So I'm always anticipating that I'll have at least a little bit left over. At least the initial bit will be relatively flat. There are some hills later on, but it more depends just on the walking surface more than straight gain. So I have about 22 miles to the first water cache. Not sure where I'm gonna camp beyond that or at that. Just gonna kind of see how today goes, but I do have to make that or find water some way or another. Yesterday has me stressing a little bit more about water than I normally would. I mean, that was a 20-mile section, but there was also a lot of gain, and I was out in the heat both days, so today should be a lot easier. It's just 22 miles and no overnight with all the coffee and cooking additional requirements. Originally, I thought my parents coming out to bring me the phone might cut this section down a little bit, you know, maybe do like 4 or 5 days and then have them grab me before Moab and then return me. However, it looks like there is an exception on the phone shipping out of China. Don't know when it's going to arrive, but not anticipating them coming out before Moab now. In fact, it might even be after Moab. This town stop was pretty much everything I was looking for. Hotel wasn't quite as high quality as Grand Junction, but food was good. I was able to get a good resupply at City Market. The Mexican food yesterday was really good. I was just a little freaked out and wanting to get back to the hotel room because I wasn't sure what eating that much and drinking that much all in a rush was going to do to my stomach. I basically got in, had a giant soda and Gatorade that I chugged, ate a massive burrito and drank, I don't know, 3 or 4 more iced teas. And it took me a while before I started feeling normal again. Part of the issue was it was just a little bit too windy next to the traffic to be able to use my umbrella, so I was getting the full 90-some degree heat beating down on me. At least for the moment, the temperatures are supposed to be 93 for the week. Usually 95 is around where I have to start considering midday siestas. I would prefer not to have to go back to that just because it plays havoc with my schedule, but we shall see. There you go, Moab, 147 miles. Piece of cake. 29 more miles to Utah. So after another 4.5 miles of this, I will be on the Kokopelli trail, which I'm sure that's not how you pronounce it with my luck. I did spend some time crawling over this section on Google and seeing if I could figure out some way to get a water fill up closer to the trailhead, since I tend to be better at hydrating once I've been hiking versus first thing in the morning. But didn't look like anything promising. I have no idea what's going on here, but I generally figure anything this close to civilization is not safe to filter out of if it's not an emergency. Okay, I think this is my one chance for a water top off. I guess I should take it. Okay, as I had hoped, the port of entry place did have a water bottle filler, so I am back up to a gallon and I have drank some. That could have saved me some pain if I'd known about that before heading up here, but oh well, it's on the guide now. For the guy I just talked to, this should be pretty scenic the way I'm going. This trail was originally along a dirt road, which avoids all the gain, but this is routing me on Mary's Loop, and I should be up on a ridge here. Okay, here we go. Hey. It isn't hot enough where I can't hike, but it is hot enough to be a bit unpleasant. Normally I'm looking at the clock and wishing there was more time until sunset. Today I keep looking and going, oh man, it's only like 3 o'clock. The seat is really screwing with me at the moment. Oh, pretty though.
Takes a little bit of it puts a little bit of distance between you and the thing.
There are a good number of paddle campsites around here. Generally I won't be close enough where I'm going to have any contention though. I've been debating if I was going to filter from here. Kind of hard to get down there, and the water does look pretty silty. And I do have a water cache in another 5 miles or so. Temperature has gone down mostly. I'm having a heck of a time with chafing. I've been using a good amount of the last of my chafing cream because I'm almost out of that. Unfortunately, when this normally happens, if it doesn't respond, that's usually my sign to stop, and I would happily. I've come, 20 miles, but I need water. I'm on dregs. I'm thirsty. What I have is boiling hot, and it doesn't do anything when you drink it. So I have no choice but to stumble on like another 4 miles or so. Unfortunately, there really isn't much else I can do. And even worse, conditions aren't supposed to change for a week. And if anything, I'm going to run out of the chafe cream that's not working well enough. Well before Moab at this rate. I just need to get to Bloody Water and then stop for the night. Okay, I've been wandering around for like a couple of minutes. Water cache. Okay, this is getting near emergency level. Looks like the entire cache is dry. So this really isn't good. Not quite like hit the spot emergency button, but yeah, there is highway access in 4 miles. Maybe there are campers, maybe there are truckers there. Bob Palin, the guy that set the cache, is actually going to come out, but he's 3 hours away. So Bob Palin is going to drive out. He doesn't want to leave me stranded. My hope is there will be somebody here. That's why I'm walking instead of just lying down by the side of the road. Found an RV in one of the campsites, but they wouldn't help. Just told me to go up to one of the other sites. First the RV, then some ATV that I couldn't even get to stop. Okay, I just found a really nice Australian couple that just filled me up, gave me some water, gave me some Gatorade. So I am doing a little bit better. Still can't believe that first lady telling me to get out of there when I said I was having an emergency. Could you please spare some water? Okay, that got pretty hairy for a while, but I got water. I'm doing a little better. I'm gonna cook dinner. It's 10:30 or so. Bob Palin was driving out just to make sure I was okay, and got part way and is turning back. This was just a mess.